Dealing with passengers on an airplane is like dealing with meth addicts because they're out of control. I'll be honest with you, I don't know too many meth addicts, but I imagine that's what they're like.
People don't know, for whatever reason, how to read seating arrangements. Be aware, read, double check, and if you're not sure, ask a question. Flight attendant will be more than happy to help you.
Absolutely say hello to the flight attendant once you walk onto the aircraft.
There's always someone there saying, welcome aboard.
Make sure you have everything you need for that flight ready.
You know where you're gonna sit, have your headphones ready, a small water bottle.
I've had passengers try to get the attention of a flight attendant by yelling, "Hey you, server."
Don't ever touch your flight attendant.
The poking of the butt, a nice excuse me, ringing the call light, those are ways that you can get a flight attendant's attention.
When I'm coming up with the car and somebody orders a drink, I want them to pay attention. I want them to take their headphones out of the ears because I'm talking to them.
Somebody saying coffee regular is different from one region to the next. Just tell me how you take your coffee.
We don't make Manhattans, we don't stir drinks. We're just gonna hand you a little mini and you do the rest. It's just vodka, wet, rum and Coke, gotcha.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but don't take your clothes off. Don't take your pants off, don't take your shirt off. It's gross, don't do it.
No hand jobs in the lab or anything.
I also don't want my picture taken. No pictures.
Don't be the kind of passenger that goes into the lavatory with their shoes and socks off.
Don't go into the bathroom without shoes on. That's not water on the floor.
Wear your shoes.
I will 1000% tell you that's not water on the floor.
That's just wrong. You should burn your feet off.
So wear your shoes, flush, wash your hands. But that should be anywhere, right?
Dealing with passengers on an airplane is like dealing with a bunch of toddlers at a petting zoo with the cages open.
There's always some inappropriate comments that are flying our way. I've had somebody try to kiss me in the back alley and I was like, it's my job to be nice to you, back up.
When I'm up in the middle of the aisle doing the safety demo, I think of it as being in the theater. I'm there, I'm smiling. The least you can do is shut the fuck up.
I do ask that you do pay attention because you never know if something is going to happen.
Sleeping etiquette on an aircraft is actually really quite simple. But when you start taking off shoes and socks and then putting your feet on the back of other people's seats, you also have to understand, like, this is a public space.
Somebody asked me how my day was the other day. I was so thrown off because I hadn't been asked that in so long. So it was like such a lovely surprise. I bought him a drink.
Passengers always assume flight attendants know everything, but we don't know how to fly the airplane. Ask us questions that we know, like, are we single?
People assume that we know everything about anything to do with aviation, but if the Wi-Fi stops working, you have to talk to DirecTV about that.
Passengers assume that we would know most airports in and out. So like on a flight, they're like, I have to connect at this gate. How fast will I get there? And I'm like, I don't know the airport very well.
Don't ask us where we are in the flight.
I know I'm at row 12 and I know I'm trying to get you a Diet Coke right now. What would you like to drink?
Do you know where we are? I don't give a fuck. Lake, that's the lake right there that I don't care about, and that's where we are. Eat your nuts.
First class, there's difference in the seats. There's also difference in the levels of service. There's usually meal service in first class, drink service.
The difference between first class and economy is how much money you have in the bank.
There's a sense of entitlement from a first class passenger. Absolutely. It's annoying.
We hang coats, so don't just step on and right away and say, here's my coat. It's like, good morning, have a seat, and I'll come and get your coat for you right away.
I feel like everyone feels entitled when they walk on the airplane because in their mind think they bought a seat, but really they're just renting a seat.
In economy, you also get a sense of entitlement because they also feel that they should be treated as equals to those that are in first class.
You know, you go back and coach, they start shopping like it's a free 7-Eleven and they're going to Disney. I'm like, you don't need 10 Coke Zeros, it's a 2-hour flight.
Speak to me like a human. I am a human. I'm having a day just like you are.
We are there to provide a smooth flight experience, making sure that you're comfortable, but safety is first.
One thing with flight attendants is we have to pick our battles. We can't fight everything or you'd never leave the ground. You would literally be fighting with everybody.
Passengers think we can hold the plane for them, make the plane go faster for them, slow it down for them. No, we can't do that.
Any last piece of advice that you have for us?
Don't date pilots. Well, they got a reputation for a reason. It's true.